Yeah, we're protesting to highlight the fact that obviously there are people on the very threshold of death on hunger strike. They've been in prison for over a year at this point. Haven't been brought to trial, and they're being labelled as terrorists, which is just a joke, obviously.
It is a desperate situation, and all three of them are in imminent danger. And we're here to say loudly and clearly that we send our solidarity to the hunger strikers. And we're here to say we support their demands.
I came to the protests because the actions of the British government against the hunger strikers is actually absolutely disgraceful, and the Irish government has made no comment about it. They are being let to die from starvation.
The British government, as it has been, and I say it, as it has been throughout our own history, an absolute disgrace when it comes to protest, is yet again disgracing itself by letting these people die. I call that murder. To fail to intervene, to allow someone to die, is effectively to kill them.
Say it clear, say it loud! Hunger strikers make us proud! Say it clear, say it loud! Hunger strikers make us proud!
I'm here to support the young people that are on hunger strike in Britain who have been held in British jails for over a year now without charge, denied bail. Their trial is not due until 2027, which means they'll have spent over 2 years in jail.
Anyone attempting to halt the flow of weaponry for genocide is justified in doing so, both under international law, the UN Convention on the Prevention of Genocide, and morally. In fact, they're heroes. These are the young people the British government and state are allowing to die while they reward heinous Elvis systems with state contracts.
We are all Palestine Action! We are all Palestine Action! We support Palestine Action! We support Palestine Action! And despite this pretend ceasefire, this fiction that is being created, genocide continues. The condition of genocide continues, where they refuse to allow adequate aid into Gaza.
Palestinians have been facing down the might of the Israeli so-called state for decades. They have been resisting genocide, they have been resisting displacement, they have been resisting ethnic cleansing.
Labour MPs were all filmed attending the Friends of Israel luncheon last week. Many of them are receiving money, so it looks to me like a lot of politicians.
At the same time, the representatives of the Israeli state, the Israeli ambassador who defend the genocidal horror that Israel inflicts on the people of Palestine are allowed to walk free. Walk around Britain freely. Are allowed to speak on the media as if they're sort of representing some kind of normal point of view, when in fact they are terrorists and their regime is in the dock for genocide. Absolutely shocking.
And I think we should call out the bullshit in the UK as well. I mean, they might as well be under political occupation, as far as I'm concerned.
In what sense?
In the sense that the UK government is basically, just being spineless, totally spineless, and just basically saying everything that Israel would want them to say.
Elvis is evil incarnate. It has developed the most beyond belief depraved forms of weaponry and technology used by Israel in its genocide, including drones to mimic the sound of people crying in order to lure survivors out to be shot by snipers.
Critics of the hunger strikers have questioned their commitment and noted that one of them is eating every second day. I asked protesters what they say in response.
I don't think it matters. It's better than doing nothing. It's better than any of us are doing, so.
I mean, it's more than they're doing. I mean, this guy's still sitting in prison completely unjustly without a trial. He's still not eating every 2 days. That is incredibly cruel conditions to live in. It's disgraceful that the British government are allowing this to happen. At this rate, maybe not him, but some of the hunger strikers will most definitely die if this carries out.
Are they on hunger strike? Look, I was aware that one guy was on hunger strike every second day. You know, I'm sure, considering his pre-existing health conditions and all the rest of it, I'm sure that's likely quite dangerous for him.
And yes, it is not the Israeli regime that are described by Keir Starmer, or for that matter our government, as the terrorists, but they should be, but it is brave people like Heba and Cameron and Louis who are described as terrorists and therefore imprisoned, and then take the incredibly brave decision to go on hunger strike to protest about this perverse Orwellian designation of their protest action, and now face the possible end of their life.
And they're being ignored. This hunger strike so many people don't even know about it. Heba, who is on day, I think, 72 or 73, she's dying. She's so close to death. I just find it shocking that Labour is ignoring them.
She is on the 73rd day of her hunger strike. It's a miracle that she is still with us today. The doctors say that she is having muscle spasms, breathing difficulties, chest pain, that her immune system is in complete collapse, that she is mere skin and bone. But she is indomitable spirit. She is the spirit itself of freedom for Palestine.
God, I hope they drop off. I don't want people to die. What they're doing is an absolutely heroic act, completely selfless. But I have doubts about its effectiveness.
About an hour after the protest ended, Palestine Action announced the end of the hunger strike. They claimed they successfully prevented Elbit Systems from winning a contract with the UK government, but the firm continues to operate in the UK. The strikers remain in prison without bail, and Palestine Action remains classed as a terrorist organisation.